My name is Endeavour, and this is All the Mods 10. Right, so last time we got this little basement finished with all the basics of create going on in here. A couple of mechanical saws, one for turning the oak into stripped oak, and then we've got this side that turns it into planks. We also have a setup that creates the andesite casing, one that creates the andesite alloy, and one that turns those into shafts. And as you'll notice, I have been stocking up on these a bit, and these are going to come in very handy today. And the way I've got all the iron to do that is I've doubled up on the makeshift iron farm that I set up last time. So I'm just feeding this load of cobble at the top, just putting this in manually. This turns it into gravel, take it out of here, and then put that into this chest, which goes in front of a washer, and that'll get turned into flint and iron nuggets. So we do have a little bit in here. I need to get rid of all the flint as well, but I'll just take the iron nuggets, put them into here, and those get turned into the andesite alloy, and it does happen extremely quickly. And I can just take a few of these, put them into here, and each one of those get turned into 6 shafts. So I've probably got enough shafts for now. But the problem I've got at the minute, iron is not too bad. It's not the ideal setup, and I will be beefing it up at some point. But the problem I'm having at the minute is the oak logs. Partly because it's one each for the andesite casing, but also because I've been doing a little bit of building up here as well. And yeah, I'm getting there. I think I'm happy with the layout of this first floor now. So this bit over here I'm going to have as my main storage, just like a little nook in the corner. I am going to keep this open and have like maybe have the gravel generation in here, and I can still use this for the iron. I will have a bigger iron farm as well somewhere else, but I think just to keep like the basics fed down there, I think that's probably a good idea. But the main thing is the storage, and also because I'm going to be using a lot of drawers, I'm going to be using a ton of chests as well. I need to get the wood going because I still need a load more wood for this house. So what I'm thinking of doing is using the create way, and I'm probably going to put the setup around the back here. So I've got this little balcony. It'd be nice to overlook this and have something to look at down here. So I'm going to put a few of the create tree farms down here. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry, I'm going to explain every little bit of it. But I think I should also get my storage moved as well, shouldn't I? I don't have enough to get everything in there that I want, but all of this around here is, yeah, it's encroaching on where I want to build now. So I need to get rid of all this, get it in and moved. And I should probably chop down a few of these trees now as well, although they're not all fully grown. Yeah, I'll leave that for a bit. Right, so let's get the stuff we need, and we'll go set up one of these tree farms and see what I'm talking about. Okay, so I think I'm getting there with all the crafting now, and it's nice to have access to everything without struggling. I need 4 mechanical saws, so that's nice and easy. And that's per farm as well, so I need 4 of those, and I also need 1 mechanical bearing. But I've just crafted up the 3, because I think I'm going to do 3 of these. A few linear chassis, can't remember off the top of my head how many. We also need a small water wheel for each one, and I also need to do 3 deployers as well. So yeah, I need more iron. I'm going to need to get a press set up so nice. I don't keep using this hammer. So let's just do 3 of those just in case I need to have something else. And the brass hand, so I just need to get some brass plates, and we should be good. Need a few chests, a few deployers, and we're there. Right, that's brass, all of that. Oh, and I need to use this for this die. Right, let's grab those. I can do the hand. Let's get 3 of those. You go away a minute. And then 3 of those. And then we also need one of these things called a portable storage interface. Well, we actually need 2 of them. So let's grab those, and that's 2 per farm as well. So I'll just leave that for now. And then we just need to grab some chests, and that should be it. Right, so if we just do this spot here, and I've just realised I haven't shown the outside of this house yet, have I? So I've got all these arches going all the way around, and I do think it does look pretty cool. Now, I just remembered I have forgotten something pretty crucial, and it's probably the most difficult thing to craft as well. But we'll have a look at that in a second. So we're just going to go down a little bit, and all we need to do is use this water wheel, and this is going to power the whole farm. So we can put that there like that, and we just need it in a 2x2 like this, and then we can just put the water there like that, and that'll get that going, and that's more than enough for what we need. So we can just put a mechanical bearing on top of there like that, and then all I'm going to do here is fill in a square around the middle, because that's where the trees aren't going to be planted. But I'm just going to leave one gap for now as well, just so I have access to turn it on and off, just like that. And then what we're going to do is put 5 of these linear chassis along here like this, and then we'll put our mechanical saws on the front like that. Actually, do I need to go one further? I think I do, I? Yeah, so 6 out like that, and then we have another mechanical saw there. Right, so that should cover the whole area that I want to do. So we're going to go out 3 like this, and that's just going to go like that. I'm going to do that on each side, and then we can go one extra, like that. And if we just go 5 across there as well. So that is basically the size. So the inside of that, all the way around this, is going to be this farm. So if we can actually get this rotating now. We can see if it actually works. So with an empty hand, if I just click this and get out of the way of the saws as well. So this is the essential bit I was saying. We actually need to craft some super glue. So if we look, that is going around the edge about the right size. I think I've done that. Maybe I should double check this. I think I've gone one too far out, haven't I? Alright, so let's wait for this to get back around and we'll stop it. So yeah, I need to craft some super glue, but for that I need slime, and I haven't found any slime chunks yet. But there is a way, using create, of crafting slime balls. Right, so what am I talking about? Well, what we need is this thing called super glue, and this sticks all the machine together so it'll rotate and take everything with it. So it's an iron plate and an iron nugget, which is nice and easy, I already got that. But then I also need slime balls, which you'd think it'd be easy to find a slime chunk, but I can never find them, especially when I play modded. What we're going to do instead is use lime dye, which is nice and easy because I've already got cactus and dough. And this is something from create that we can craft with water bucket and wheat flour. And we'll get wheat flour from either a crushing wheel or a mill, and we just need to put wheat in there and we'll get the wheat flour. So I've already got wheat on me, so let's do that. Let's put this in there, and then we should get some wheat flour out of there. Take that and craft it with a bucket of water, and we'll get one dough. Can then do some lime dye, and then we get a slime ball. So I just need to get some more water, repeat that process, and we should be able to craft this super glue. It is easier if you do this in a mixer, to be honest, but as I only need 2, I might as well just do it like this. So get that, another one of those, and that's that, and then we can craft the super glue. So now I've got that, we can get the rest of the farm set up. Right, so I was wrong about this as well. It doesn't need to go this far out, but I do need 4. So we're just going to put one close to the center like that. I don't think this one is essential actually, but we might as well just in case. Now, one thing to be aware of is when this thing is rotating and these are stuck on here, you really don't want to be in front of it, because these things do damage, as we saw last time when I accidentally stepped on them. But when this thing's moving, you can't get out of the way, it's not good. Right, so what we do with the super glue, if we right click on the thing we want to stick and then stick to the linear chassis, you can see a bounding box there, and that means it's going to stick all of that together. So now if we get out of the way and click that, that'll start rotating, and that will chop down anything in front of it. It doesn't look like they're rotating, but trust me, they are. So we'll stop that there. But we also want the chest to go as well, so anything that it chops down, it'll put into the chest. So we can just click on there again, and then to the chest, and then if we get that moving, that is going to take the chest with it. Nice. Right, so the other thing that I want to do, if we just put some more linear chassis here, we'll just put them on there for now. What I want to do is grab my portable storage interface, and with these, what we do, we just stick one on the side of here, and again, we need to stick it on, so just like that, and like that. And what these do is, when they get close to another one, they'll stop and like connect to each other and pass all the items from it. So if we just put a little drop-off station, let's just get it going, see how... No, that didn't take it, did it? Right, let's try that again. I think it's because I clicked the side. So let's do that and that, like that. Try that again. So we need to have it one away. So if we leave a gap there, we need to put it here. So I do actually need something out there. So can I get that? Yeah, there we go. Oh no, actually, I want the smart shoes. So have you... Because I want to filter out the saplings so they don't go anywhere. Chest. There we go. Right. I'm going to put a bigger chest here eventually, but let's just go with this one for now. So let's put the chest there. I'm going to put a smart shoe on top. And if I put that there like that, that's connected to that. It's actually 2 blocks apart, but it still works for some reason. So everything that's in there is now actually getting passed into here, which is actually quite good. I can use this as my main thing. So yeah, I didn't realise that. I did it slightly wrong, but it doesn't matter. It'll still connect to it 2 blocks away. So, and every time it passes, it'll try and pass whatever's in there into here if it has somewhere to go. So if this is full, or there's nothing below this, or we have a filter on here, then it won't send it. So we are pretty much there now, and you could actually use it like this. You could just plant a load of saplings, and this will chop down the trees when they grow, and then pass them into there. But if you did it that way, that means you would have to replant all of the saplings yourself. But we don't want to do that. What we're going to do is put deployers on the back of this to constantly try and replant the saplings as it goes around. So let's try and stop this thing. And then what we can do is if we get some more linear chassis and the 3 deployers, and we also need the saplings as well. So all I do when I do this, you can build a frame all the way around, but all you need is one like that, and then you can just connect the deployers to each other. And I find this easiest to go on top, and if we shift and place them like that, and then again going back this way, that means we can see the filter on this side, because we need to set that to an oak sapling, so it'll constantly try and place oak saplings, and it will just get them out of the chest. So if we just do that, it'll be able to get them out of there and place them down. So before we set this off, we just need to stick these together, so I should probably do that from the top. So I'll go like that, and like that, and now if I set it off, that should be it. So that is planting the saplings as it goes round, and it didn't quite have enough, but that shouldn't be a problem fairly soon. So I can get some blocks in around the edge, make it look a bit tidier. So that's it. That's how we're going to do the tree farms. So I'm going to have one here for the oak, but I also want to do one for mineral as well, because the roof of this house is going to be built out of mineral, but I also want to get into integrated dynamics as well. And then I'm going to do something a little bit different for the spruce tree farm. I'm not going to rely solely on create. It is going to be a little bit, but we're going to do something a little bit different. So let me get this finished off, and I'll probably set up the mineral one as well, and then we can have a look at how we're going to transport the items around. Okay, so there we go. I've got the oak one finished off now, and I've also set up the one for mineral. And if we have a look in here, this is going very well. I've already had to upgrade the chests. I've done this one to copper, and this one over here was completely full, so I've upgraded that to iron. Now there's a reason why this one is more full. That's because we get more stuff from it. We get the crystallized mineral chunk, mineral berries, we also get the saplings, which stay in there, and then the logs as well. But also on this one, I've also got the stuff from Roots Classic that is just staying in that chest. What I did over here was just got rid of it. So we've got a brass floor on the side, and we have a list filter on here with just the ones that we don't want, and it's just spitting them out into this hole. Let's probably put some lava on there to get rid of that. But I think I'm going to do something a little bit more sophisticated with this eventually. So if we just have a look at this, so I'm just going to turn this off so I can show you what this is. Okay, so you stop there a minute. So this list filter here, firstly, to craft this, you just need wool and 2 iron nuggets, so nice and cheap. And if we just right click on it to open it, we can set a filter, and it's a deny list. So we'll put a sapling in there, and that means that when this connects, it won't let oak saplings through, but it'll let everything else through. And it's the same thing with this here, so I shouldn't have done that, but that, right, yeah. Let's have a quick look. So that basically filters all those out. And this is on a allow list, so if we put that on there, it'll only let those berries through. So I just need to pick everything up from down there now, and if we stick everything back into here, that won't come out again. And then I've done the exact same thing on there, so we have a filter on here that doesn't allow the saplings through, but everything else can come through into there. And the other reason this one isn't as full is because I've been taking the oak and putting it into there to be stripped and turned into the andesite casing. So I'm just going to take a little bit more and do that now, but I'm not going to sort out the item transport now, like I said I was going to, because I've had a few ideas. And I think I'm going to do something a little bit clever where I can send it straight into there and get stripped straight away, and then we can back it up into another system. And I've got a few ideas for having like a big thing at the back here. So I'm not going to do that just yet, because that's probably quite a big job. I might get to it later, but there is something I want to do first. So just stick these in here, and this is doing quite well now. So I've got loads of stripped oak in there. The andesite casing is building up nicely. I've got a fair few andesite alloy. And the shafts as well. So yeah, we're doing alright. I've got a few planks as well. I'm going to take some of these because I've been doing something else, which I'll show you. So I've started moving across my storage. So I've only got a couple of chests down here now. I've removed most of the drawers as well, and I've got a couple of these storage crates, but you can't pick these up, so I have to take all these items out manually. Anyway, we've got things going on over here. So I've got a wall of drawers here, and I've got like the bulk items in there. Still got quite a few chests, and I am going to do something with this as well. Filter these out for once we get some storage attached to it. And then at the other side, I'm going to have compacting drawers, and that's what I've got here. The stuff that's going in the compacting drawers is going to be this side, and I have done a pretty good job so far of keeping this fairly well organised. But for now, I do want to do something a little bit different. So I'm going to grab some, where are they? Grab some books. I'm going to need a couple of diamonds as well, and I've got some wood. So obvious thing here is we're going to do a little bit of enchanting. So I'll grab those. I also want some obsidian as well, obviously. Right, we need 4 for that. I need another one for something else as well. So let's get an enchanting table going as well. Right, so I think this corner is as good as any, isn't it? So let's just put it down here. How far I'm going to go? Let's go like that. That down there. And we can go across the windows. I haven't got those in yet. So that'll do, and if we put that in there, that is level 30, nice. So I just need to grab some lapis, and we can give this a go. So the reason I'm doing the enchanting as well is because I really want to get some ender pearls. And to do that, I'm going to go into the nether, into the warp forest, which was great fun last time, and I'm definitely going to need a sword as well. So I'm going to go with osmium, because it is pretty good. And I thought you could turn that into a silent gear one. Maybe I'll have to do it the proper way, right? So I can't just craft that like that. Okay, so let's get a sword blueprint. I'm pretty sure you can use osmium. I might be wrong about this. Right, so that's a sword part. Tool rod as well. I think it's tool rod for sword, isn't it? Do that. And that gives us an osmium sword. I don't know how that compares to the normal one. Oh, it is better. Slightly faster attack speed. So yeah, we'll go with that. Right, so lapis, a bit of that. And I should get some more books as well, just in case. So the obvious one I want here is looting on this. Well, let's just grab some books and give this a go. So stick that in there. What's that? Soulbound. Is that all you give me? That is rubbish. I'm trying to grind some somewhere. Where did I put that? Oh, I've already put it over here. Okay. So I don't want to keep that, so we'll just get rid of that. I have a fair few levels, so I'm hoping we should be able to get something good. Right, so I've got that's alright. Sharpness 3, Smite 4, Unbreaking 3, Comb Cutter, whatever that is, and Ruthless Strike. Right, that's not bad. Now, if we get... Oh, I've got looting on there. So what we can do with this, if we take that, that's only looting 2, which is a little bit rubbish. But what we can do is if we... Let's just get rid of that for a minute. And I'll steal one of these anvils. And then what I can do now is throw that sword down there with a book. And if I put the anvil up there like that, that'll take looting off that sword and put it onto the book. So with that, that means I can put it onto this sword. And I've got looting 2 on there now. Nice. Okay, so I'll just do the pickaxe as well. And I also want to do my paxel. So I ideally want to get fortune on one of them and silk touch on the other. But I've also got the evil craft recipes up here as well. So we can get fortune 5 with this. And it's a fairly easy thing to do. But I suppose now it's night, we should go do that first, shouldn't we? So let's just see what we get quickly. Frostbite, rubbish. And fortune 2 on there. Alright, I don't really want to do that because I want to get the other stuff. So let's just do another sword enchant, see if we get anything on there. Sweeping edge. Yeah, I'll take that one. Right, so don't really want any of those at the minute. But what we can do is go do the evil craft stuff, can't we? So this is going to be a real crash course in evil craft. So what we need is these dark gems that we've been getting from mining. And we also need a bit of iron as well. Do I have any iron? Oh, I must have some iron. There we go. Let's grab that. So what we want to craft is one of these things, a blood extractor. So it's fairly cheap. We just need the spikes, which is the dark gems and iron. And we get 16 from one craft, so that's alright. Need a bit of glass as well. I don't know where anything is at the minute. Let's have that. And I may as well do a couple of them actually, because you can craft them together and increase the capacity of them. Let's do 2 of those. And then if we craft 2 together like that, rather than having 5 buckets, you get 10 buckets in this. So basically all we need to do is have this in our inventory and go kill some mobs. And should we do a little enchant some armor first? Curse of Bones, don't know what that is. Protection 3 though, I'll take that. That's rubbish. Fire protection, rubbish again. And what about that? Respiration 3. Oh, that's pretty terrible, that, isn't it? Let's get rid of that. Let's try those 2 again. Mana regen. Oh my god. Section 3. I'll take that. Okay. So, not great, but that'll do. Right, so let's go kill a few mobs and get some blood. Are there any mobs anywhere? I really don't want skeletons, but there we go. That's pretty decent. So that though, so what do we get from that? We got 774 for that, so that's not bad at all. I don't really need that much. So 1100 there. I think I do need 5 buckets actually, so let's just go kill a few things. You can do passive mobs, but I don't think you get as much from it. So I really just want to kill some hostile mobs. Oh, and the rain as well, great. See, when I don't want mobs, there's loads of them. There we go, zombies. Come here. That went well. Alright, mineshaft seems like a good idea, doesn't it? What? Why can't I see any mobs anyway? What is going on? And the pills, I want them. Right, I got a lot from that one. Right, so we've got over 5 buckets now, but let's just get a little bit more. If I can find any mobs. You know, if I came in here and I didn't want to see mobs, there'd be loads of them, wouldn't there? Oh, you know what? This isn't going well, so let's get back. I've got everything I need. So, we need... No, not there. We need a hole that's 5 blocks, and that's why we need 5 buckets of this. So what we're going to do is put these down, and then really quickly throw a dark gem in it, and that will give us a, I think it's called a blood infused gem. So just put 5 buckets down like that, and then throw that into there. Oh, I missed it. See, this is why you need to do more. Or did I just waste all that? No, I did it. Right, so the dark power gem. So there we go, we've got the dark power gem, that's alright. But now I don't have enough blood to do the other stuff I need to do, because I need to turn that into hardened blood as well. So I need to go kill a few things, don't I? Right, I'll be back. Okay, so there we are. We now have a full blood extractor, so we can put this to use. And the way I did that, I went down into the caves, and I wasn't having much luck again. No mob spawning, but then I found a spawner. Unfortunately, it was spawning pillagers, but at least it was mobs to kill, and they did give plenty of blood. So what we need to do with this is turn it into the hardened blood. We can just put that on the ground in the rain, but a much easier way is to craft the drying basin from integrated dynamics. Now for this, very cheap recipe, 4 logs, 2 iron and 2 black dye. But I didn't have any squid, so I've just been across to a river, killed a few squid, and I've ended up with 20. So that's not too bad. That should keep me going for a little bit. So we can take that, and now we can craft a drying basin. So I need to find somewhere to put all my machines and stuff, don't I? Because this could turn into quite a mess. Even though it's quite a big area, I know what I'm like. So let's just put that there. And then if we, I think we can just click this in. Yeah, so we can put a bucket of blood in there. And that should fairly quickly dry into the hardened blood. I think it's called hardened blood. Like dried blood, something like that. If I stare at it, it'll go quicker. See? Told you. Did it. Right, so if we take that out, now we need to turn this into the shards, don't we? These things, hardened blood shard. How do we do that? Oh, we smelt it. Yeah, because if we break it on the floor, it turns back into the blood. So, do I actually have a furnace? I'm assuming I can't put this in front of a fan. Oh, I can. I'll put it in front of a fan. Right, let's do that. And while that's doing that, I might as well get another one on the go. Right, so there we go. There's our 9 hardened blood shards. And with this, what we're aiming for here, if we just have a look at this, we're trying to get the vengeance pickaxe. And we're going to use the trick of taking the enchantments off and putting them onto a book, and then we can put that onto our own pick. So, yeah, I didn't mention, I've just done a bit of enchanting after getting back from that mob killing spree, and I've got a decent pickaxe now. So efficiency 4 on breaking 3, and I've actually got silk touch on there, which is perfect. So I can, if I find any spawners now, I can pick them up, ready for setting up a mob farm. And this is just efficiency 5 on breaking 3. So once I get fortune 5, that'll go on here as well. So with this, what we need to do is craft it. It's 3 diamonds, but it's also 2 hardened blood shards, which we have now. But we also need a dark stick, and this is crafted with dark gems and on an undead plank. And to get an undead plank, we need to grow an undead tree with an undead sapling. And to get these, you put a dead bush into a blood infuser. And luckily we don't have to go find a desert to get these, because we can just put any sapling into a drying basin and it'll turn it into a dead bush. But then we need to put that into a blood infuser. Now this is fairly simple. It's just cobblestone and a blood infusion core. And we just need a dark power gem, which we've already got. So let's grab that. And we can put these around here. Now I definitely do need one more of these. So let's put that in there. And do I have any coal around here? Right, so let's grab those. Put that there. And then craft that. And here we go. Let's continue with the clutter. Put that in there. And I believe we can just put that into there, and that'll fill into there. So this is a good way of storing it as well, so you can go on another killing spree. And then we just need to put a dead bush into there. So firstly, let's just grab a sapling. I should have plenty of those somewhere. But I still have all my storage split, so I need to get this finished out. Right, so let's have that. I can take that and throw that in there. I think that should do it. And then if we just put that into there, and then we can get another one of hardened blood shards. No, do that. Oh, click it in like that. Right, okay. So that's doing it now. So let's grab those. I just need 2 of those. And there's our dead bush. Just put that into there. And Evilcraft is such an awesome mob. I have done quite a bit with it before, but don't really have any plans to do anything with it at the minute. But this pickaxe is definitely a great way of getting fortune 5 just straight away. So do I have any bone meal? I don't want to be waiting around for this. Let's have that. Okay, so let's plant that there. And then bone meal this. You're not gonna... Oh. Right, another 15. This'll do it. Come on, right, there we go. Okay, so if I just bear in mind this, I should get the saplings from that. And a few dead bushes as well. Actually, no, you just get the dead bushes. Right, okay. Right, so with that, we should have everything we need now. So we just get 4 of those. And then put those there. And do that. Well, actually, I get 4 anyway. So I can just craft this. Actually, need some diamonds. So 3 diamonds. Like that. 2 of those. And then 2 of those like that. And that gives us a vengeance pickaxe with fortune 5 already on it. So we just need to take it off there, because we definitely don't want Curse of Vengeance, because we basically get attacked when you're mining. No one wants that. So let's grab 2 books. Actually, I don't think you can take the Curse of Vengeance off, but let's put that there. Handle on top. And we should have a fortune. Oh no, you can take it off. Okay. Right, so now we can just put that in there with Fortune 5, and we now have a Fortune 5 pixel. Excellent. So I think we're set up for mining now, but what we really want to do is go to the nether and kill some endermen to get some ender pearls, don't we? I also upgraded this a little bit as well. I've put a quartz tip on this, and what that did is up the base attack damage. So with all the enchantments I've got as well, that should be much better, but I haven't used that yet. I did that after I got back from getting the blood. I haven't actually explained why I want the ender pearls as well, so we're going to be getting into a little bit of storage next time, and one of the things I want to do is use these storage links from Sophisticated Storage to link all the chests I've got in the create area up to my main storage. To do that, we're going to need some ender pearls. I also want to get a magnet. It's just a nice quality of life thing, so I don't have to run around picking stuff up. I want a void upgrade to get rid of some items from the chests. That again uses ender pearls. I'm going to set up some farms where I'm going to need a magnet upgrade in the chests, and again that needs ender pearls as well. And then the other thing is to the next level of my pickaxe I'm going to upgrade to is enderium. And for that, I've already got the lead and the platinum, but I also need ender pearls for that as well. So ender pearls are going to be very handy, and I'm going to need quite a few of them. So I will get a mob farm set up fairly soon, but I think just for now, I'm going to go hunting in the nether. And you'll notice over there as well, there is another portal. I didn't build that. I built mine below the house. And for some reason, that one has just appeared. And I've already been through it to check where it is, and it's about 2 blocks away from the one that I set up over here. So I don't know why that's happened, but I might as well use it. So let's have a quick sleep and we'll go have a look. Right, so yeah, there's my original portal. I don't know what happened. Anyway, might as well get some of this wood while here. I don't even know if these ones actually drop ender pearls, but I hope so. Oh yeah, there we go. It's the different type of ender pearls, but I think they're all interchangeable. We'll use them for that. Right, so I'll keep doing this for a bit, and hopefully we'll get a few. Right, so I just spent a few minutes doing that. I ended up with 30 ender pearls, which is not bad at all. And you can just use these interchangeably with normal ender pearls, but you can also craft them into the normal ones if you prefer as well. So what we're going to do with this first thing I want to get is this, the magnet. Can't play modded Minecraft without a magnet. So I don't think you need to... Oh yeah, you do, yeah. So I'll need to set up a keyboard shortcut for that as well, because sometimes you want it off, like if you're near your mob farm or something. But do I need to get the second one? Pick up items and XP 5 blocks away. Down does it 11 blocks, so that might be worth doing. Should we do that? I don't know if I've got much gold left. Right, we've got a bit of gold. So is it one of those, and it was an eye of ender, was it? I don't think I have any blaze pot. Oh no, I've got a blaze rod there. Shall we invest? I really need to go explore the nether properly, don't I? But let's get an eye of ender. Right, there we go. So is that on? Yeah, that's on, and I might as well just put that into a bauble slot. Actually, let's go do a little bit of mining, because I want to see what these pickaxes are like, because I haven't really tried them down here yet. Where should we go? Should we go deep slate or stone? Let's just do stone. What's this? This is like iron level, isn't it? No, a bit lower. This is iron level, right? So that's KB. That's not particularly fast, but it seemed faster on the stone. Oh yeah, look at that. That's like basically instant mine that. Oh nice. Yeah, definitely like that. And what about this one's on efficiency 4, so it's not quite there. But this, oh, that's great. I know I've got a vein miner, but yeah, I like that. Right, so yeah, maybe between episodes I might have to do a little bit of mining. Definitely want the osmium. And another thing between episodes as well, I'm definitely going to get the storage sorted out. So I'm going to get rid of all this that's down here, get it moved into there, and I'll finish off this little platform out here. But I don't think I'm going to do much more building, even though I've got pretty much everything I need now. I've got all of this mineral, 4,700 blocks, and this is what we're going to use for the roof, but that is way more than enough. And then we're going to get into some integrated dynamics next time as well. Get all this storage set up properly so we can have some digital storage. And I'll also get all this auto importing as well. And I've got a few other plans for storage. But for now, I'm going to leave it there. So if you have enjoyed this episode, please do leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more. And I'll see you again next time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.